So I thought I was recording an entire intro. It took me like 5 minutes to do it, and then I looked up at OBS and it wasn't recording at all. So I'm just glad that I didn't press play and started reacting to all of these music videos before having a heart attack when I would have realized that the video wasn't even recording. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. My heart rate is really elevated. I wonder why. But we are concluding our reactions to Produce 101 with a spotlight reaction to I.O.I. This is episode number 13 of Spotlight. Spotlight is a series where we focus on a specific group or an artist that has been mentioned a lot of times that I'm interested in, that might be underrated, or just someone that I just wanted to get into. And I felt like I.O.I was a perfect fit for a spotlight reaction because we just finished reacting to Produce 101, which is why I'm not including the music video for Crush because I already checked it out in the finale. And I'm really, really excited about what this group is going to sound like, even though this group was supposed to be like a year-long project. And according to you guys, it was much shorter than that. We do have 5 music videos that they had in total, 4 out of which I'm going to be checking out in this video. Um, just to give you a bit of a backdrop, if you are going to potentially subscribe to the Patreon to check out the reactions to Produce 101, as well as many other survivor shows, K-dramas, and variety shows, there's a full list on Patreon. Before you ever need to sign up, you can just check out the list to make sure that whatever you want to see is actually available. Please do not sign up if you don't see anything that you like on there. But I was familiar with 4 members before starting my journey with Produce 101. Obviously, when I was doing my little bit of research on Kim Sejong when I reacted to her for the first time, I.O.I popped up and there were a couple of different pictures of various members, and I noticed a couple like John Somi, who I guess I should have already known because it would probably be in her wiki page or like biography and whatever. Kang Mina, I was like 85, 95% sure that she was in the final lineup, and I'm familiar with her because I reacted to Hotel de Luna a while back, and Changha, who I am also very familiar with. She literally, recently dropped one of the best songs of the year with I'm Ready, and one of the best performance videos I think I've seen in a very, very long time. Those are the 4 members that I was familiar with before getting into the show. It was amazing to, see the rest of the girls. Don't want to spoil it. There were a couple of surprises to me that I've seen on there. There were a couple of members that I wish were portrayed in different light, and, the whole concept of the producers being the fans, but Mnet can basically kind of like direct you to feel however they want you to feel about certain members, like Chunmi. Like Mnet really annoyed the fuck out of me when I saw the whole performance to the Girls' Generation song, and the whole backstory and the setup. It legitimately felt like a setup just to pull the rug from underneath Chunmi's feet, which really annoyed me. And then they basically decided to ignore her for basically the entire show or the majority of the show. And thankfully Chunmi in her uh walkout speech, or like the elimination speech, she was very you know chill and cool, because that's the only way that you could have done it. If she would have said anything mean or kind of like tried to clap back at Mnet, it would have looked mean spirited and would just hurt her chances in ever, you know, having any future in the industry. So she did the right thing. She walked out with class, uh, which is much more than I would have. I would have told Mnet to shove it up their asses. But there were definitely a couple of surprises. There were a couple of awesome moments and a couple of not so awesome moments that pissed me the F off, really. But all in all, it was really, really cool to see, the excitement and the gratitude on John Somi's face, and to see, how much she wanted this and how relieved she was when she made it, and the way she made it as well, and the gap as well, that I don't want to get too much into just maybe because it spoils something. But anyway, it was awesome to see. And Kim Sejong, obviously, I absolutely kind of like fell in love with her when I reacted to her for the first time on this channel. When we checked out Top or Cliff and Voyage, I believe was the name of the first song. You know, I just fell in love with her, and then to see her journey on that show, and the rest of the girls were absolutely wonderful. So that's basically kind of like a bit of a backstory, I guess, on the show, and it was really really cool to see kind of like the OG of Mnet's Survivor shows, and to see what kind of like made the cut to future shows like the Evo editing and the extra long episodes like finales and shit. And it was also surprising to see that some episodes were actually insanely short in comparison to some stuff that we've seen on Boys and Girls Planet, Quindoms, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, that's quite symbolic. Yeah. Oh. Oh, damn. Con Mina with the snacks. Pinky with the pink. Nice. Yay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, Yujin was so awesome. Yes. I thought she was going to say I got a boy, and I thought of Girls' Generation. Nice. You make that cake and you make it perfect. With that, damn. You lose some, it's okay. Reaching the top with Somi is so incredibly symbolic because it was kind of like a battle between her and Sejong, and plus there are some narratives in the beginning of the show which made her look like, it almost felt like Mnet is trying to make her look like a villain or something like that, because she's from JYP and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is really really cool. Yeah, one slip and it's over. Ooh. Yeah, Yujin surprised me with the rap and Crush. Ooh, no, yes. Whoops. Ooh. Nice. Man, they make like this song feels more retro than the year that it came out. Like, it has a really old school vibe to it. Maybe it's the font and the captions, but it just feels like a throwback. like more of a throwback than it actually is, if that makes any sense. And I get the whole thing that, all of these girls are like trying to follow their dreams, and Chungha is maybe kind of like try to be something that she didn't want to be. Like she threw like the tape, which kind of like go from like a classical dancer, maybe ballet, something in the veins of like what Pinky is doing, and she just threw it, just yeeted it, and it was like, I don't want to do this. I want to do whatever I want to do. So all of these girls are like kind of like following their dreams and getting over their fears and whatnot, like with Somi like climbing up to the very top, which is the most symbolic thing with Produce 101. And like I get that every battle is important, but then you got Kang Mina, who's in a convenience store surrounded by snacks, which was kind of like a thing that I got annoyed at some point on that show whenever they talked about showed comments about her weight by people online that really drove me off the fucking cliff. And there was another member who I don't want to spoil, just in case you don't know that she's on that show, who became a very big idol of a giant group. And like seeing some of the comments on her appearance just made me like fucking mad. And I might have talked shit about the people who made those comments. Anyway, overall, I'm just saying that they make this song feel like 2016 was like 2006, if that makes any sense. It feels ultra nostalgic, and the story with Nayeon is also really, really, really cool with the swords. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yeah. Damn. Super catchy. Again, they just make 2016 feel much more of a throwback than it actually is. It almost feels like I'm listening to something like from 2006 or 7. So hey, it looks magical, beautiful. Yeah. Get to that top. Nice. I think that all in all, like, and plus with Kim Sejong kind of like running on the track, but in reality, she was the one girl who didn't really give a fuck if she was going to be number one or number two or number three for that matter. Like her whole progress on the show was absolutely outstanding. But she was just insanely happy to be there. Like she didn't need to prove anything to anyone. Like you knew how good she is, and she only needed to prove shit to herself, which is to emphasize like the perfectionist in her. Whenever she struggled, and uh it was like one of the most ironic things to hear on the show when the vocal teacher, I believe, the coach was like, you don't express the feelings. Like almost like no authenticity or something, like feel the emotions from the voice, when that's literally what she talked about on Limujine's service. Like that's one of the things that makes her who she is and makes her stand out, is that you feel that emotion just fucking exude from her whenever you hear her sing. With Somi, it was a slightly different story, obviously, because like this was another Survivor show that she was on, not too long after 16, if I'm not mistaken. She was so close, and finally getting it, and like the way she got it. It was really amazing. Even though I didn't really care too much on the show, between whether you are number 1 or number 11, as long as you are in the top 11, you made it to the group, so I would be fucking happy. But to her, it was slightly different, and you could definitely kind of like feel that. All in all, like the whole thing is like, it's very reminiscent of what I watched on the show, in terms of like, don't let others dictate your life. If somebody has a problem with you, if you look this, you look that, some of the critiques that the girls received from like comments online and whatnot with Kong Mina and another participant, not member of this group, let it all go. Kind of like the Frozen song, basically, let it go. It's a really cool, kind of like very inspirational kind of song that don't give up, trust yourself, and all that kind of stuff. And don't let negativity devour your dreams, and whether it's to run that track, get to the top, or love your job with Kong Mina, or bake that fucking perfect cake. Don't let anyone kind of like tell you that you can't do something, or don't let anyone to put you in a position where you feel ashamed of where you are or who you are. Or don't let people just fucking be basically, much like the lyrics say, this moment is yours. I'm the main character. Be the main character of your own story. Don't let other people put you as a side character in your own fucking story. So I thought that was really, really cool. And the song itself was a lot of fun. So let's move on to the next song, which is going to be Whatta Man, which I feel like is going to be a little bit different than Dream Girls. So let's go. Wait. Isn't that... This is pretty cool. So we have the boys in the house with I.O.I. I guess before the boys ever became a thing. Nice. I guess that's fitting to reference that song. Aww. Damn, DOWNPOUR, amazing. Pinky looks sensational. Whoa. Shanghai with full black hair like that? Whoa. Nice way to pay homage to a classic. Damn. Still got the cuteness. Whoa. Damn. Yoojong is just crazy. Whoa, Sohee, holy damn. I barely recognized her. That's a fun song. Damn. Yu Jong is spitting fire. Oh, this is such a fun song. Wow. Damn. So, did Yu Jong are they just going to kick his ass? Or Jung is like, I'm just here to support my girls. Fuck off. Nice. In the journey of trying to impress him, she realized that she's the prize all by herself. This was awesome. This was I read the title of the song "What a Man," and I for some reason didn't think of the classic song "What a Man, What a Man, What a Real Good," that kind of stuff. So the second it played, it was just such a time capsule just exploding in my face. What I love about this song, other than the actual song itself, like the chorus is just so huge. The ad libs are beautiful. The rapping was awesome. It's probably my favorite song from the three with Crush and Dreamgirls. But I love the music video itself. I love the fact that they leaned into the mature concept with like the black outfits, but it had a purpose. It's not about like them just trying to be mature because it's a cool thing to do and everybody needs to have a mature concept, but it's rather like trying to impress this boy and I need to find kind of like my, not bad bitch vibe, but just trying to find myself in trying to impress someone and then realizing that, I just became more confident and I don't actually need you uh, because you didn't like me when I tried to be me, when I was a little bit like quirky or awkward and I didn't know how to speak. You didn't pay attention to me and now suddenly you do, and now I kind of like realize that I don't need you. But I like it had a purpose. I like that the black outfits and like the Sohei, I almost didn't recognize her with the more mature concept. The second she went back to like the pure and happy self, I was like, yeah, that's Sohei. But I love that they played on the concept of being kind of like mature while still maintaining like their fun aura. Overall, this song was a lot of fun. It was like an awesome homage to the original, and the ad libs, the high notes, just the chemistry in general was incredible. Seeing someone like Yu Jong and Sohei being so incredibly confident, where in the show, so those two were kind of like at times very very shy, and especially Sohei, I would like to say Yu Jong really popped off whenever she was actually performing, and like that eye wing that she did in one of the performances, and like really took you by surprise. But then in reality, in real life, she's kind of like super shy. No pun intended to Nugents, but like it was really really cool. So the fact that she was the one who kind of like transformed, also kind of like plays hand in hand with Produce 101. And again, what I liked about the concept is that they try to be mature, but still relative to their age, because the maturity was because they were trying to impress a boy. So it was mature, but it still had charm and not necessarily too mature for too mature of a concept for them at that time, if that makes any sense. Um, um, Nayeon really, really looked incredible. Sohei in the more mature concept looked almost unrecognizable. Changha with like full, like really black hair and like the eyes, she was all of them are absolutely, did an incredible job. This was probably my favorite song out of the three, with Crush, Dreamgirls, and What a Man. So let's move on into the next song. It was kind of also nice to see, the boys before the boys became the boys. Let's get into the next song, which is going to be very, very, very. I guess it's going to be very, very nice. Oh.
I.O.I. with JYP. Finally.
JYP. Oh.
Y'all ready?
That's trippy. The concept is kind of trippy. It's gonna live rent-free in my head. Was she sitting upside down on that? What? The physics, that is... Oh my god, that's pretty cool. This chorus is so trippy. Damn. Aww. Are the bandages like bruises or something? Like being hurt? I don't know why this chorus makes me laugh. Like there's something so unique about it. The whole video is a trip. Oh my god. Oh. That's thank God I'm not high watching this. Not that I'm ever high, but I feel like they would be popping out of the actual screen if I was. Uh this was this was so interesting and addicting. This is probably one of the most, and one of the, I don't think that I've reacted to too many songs like this that are just ultra cute, and just an earworm of a chorus, because this chorus was really, really unique. The music video itself and like the multiplication of all the members, and what I like about it is that it, like, as a metaphor, it's almost like the feelings are so illogical that they don't make sense, which is why the girls are multiplying. And literally, you have one of the girls sitting upside down. Who was it that was sitting upside down on the locker? Like, feelings don't have any rationality. Because despite what my friends say and what my mom said about not trusting someone who says "I love you" or something along the lines of, falling for someone even though they only say words before they actually mean it and all that kind of stuff. Can trust in your heart and open my own. Um, and just expressing how much they like a certain someone and want to form some kind of a relationship with them. At first, like the captions made it feel like, you know, people say don't believe them when they say I love you, which made me think of like maybe there's something deeper, like as far as like, the industry, don't believe them when they say I love you, they don't even know you, or how brutal the industry is. But I'm pretty sure that it has nothing to do with that. But it just, the captions made it feel like there might be another way, but then the rest of the lyrics came up. But I've never been this way to anyone else. And like, really, the illogical feelings that trump all rationale basically is what this music video represents to me. Like, no matter what everyone tells me, my friends or my mom, or all the warnings and all the signs, I still want to express how much I like this certain someone, even if it may not end very well, because there were some like bandages, if I'm not mistaken, band-aids, sorry, on the arm or something like that. So I'm not sure if that could represent like feelings of being hurt, or not. But the song itself is just wildly cute, and I feel like this course is not going to leave my head for at least the next 48 hours. Like, it's really insane, and like the video is just Nayeon was on the lockers. Sorry. Uh it, 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 uh, Whoever thought of this concept, like it felt like a live action anime. Like it looked like something from either an anime or a super quirky cartoon movie that would only make sense with the physics in a cartoon, but yet they made it work in a live action setting. It was it was awesome. Like the girls is like this was by far like their cutest song so far. It was nothing but cuteness overload, really. So I love that, with the four songs now, they express different styles basically, which I really, really, really enjoyed. And they dove into a little bit more of that mature side while still being cute and teen kind of. In What a Man, they express kind of like inspiration within Dreamgirls, and obviously Crush was awesome with its drops and a more electronic sound. And then this song is very, very different. Like I remember like the MC of Produce 101, when he revealed the concept of the group, unique. That's what he said, and I was like, that's not really an explanation. That's not really a concept, but now thinking about it, yeah, there's a lot of uniqueness in the fact that each of the songs sounds completely different, and you would think that these are different groups forming each of the songs. Uh, you know, uh, Plus with the fact that What a Man was a bit of a almost like a subunit, I'm guessing, kind of song, which is why we didn't see some faces in that one. It helped and make that song even more different than the rest of them. But at the same time, this was really awesome. Let's move on to the final song. in today's reaction to I.O.I's Spotlight, which is going to be Downpour, which looks like the beginning is uh, clips from Produce 101. So let's go.
101명의 연습생 국민 프로듀서님께 인사!
Yeah.
이 비가 머리 위로 쏟아지면 벅차고 말겠죠. 내 마음도 머물러줘요. 아직까진 그대 없이 나 혼자 이 비를 맞기엔 아직 어리고 조금 무서워. 금방 그칠 거란 걸 뻔히 달면서도 그댈 찾네요. 이제 그만
Whoa, this feels like an OST for Hotel Dolan or something.
이제 그만 다 그칠까. 이 빗물도 내 눈물도 비에 젖어 주위에 떨고 싶진 않아요.
Definitely feels like an OST.
너무 차디찼던 빗물이 따뜻한 눈물이 되어 흘러내리겠죠. 괜찮아요.
Hey.
금방 지나갈 소나기죠.
Super wholesome.
그냥 스쳐 지나간 소나기죠. 그런 감정이죠. 난 정말 그대를 만나 행복했던 많은 추억들을 빗물에 읽지 않아요. 내리는 비가 그칠 때쯤에 그때 다시 만나요. 우리 다시 웃으며 함께 있을게요. 이제 그만 다 그칠까. 이 빗물도 내 눈물도 비에 젖어 추위에 떨고 싶진 않아요. 정말 언젠가 너무 차디찼던 빗물이 따뜻한 눈물이 되어 흘러내리겠죠. 괜찮아요. 금방 지나갈 소나기죠. 지금은 뻗쳐져 가고만 있죠. 우산을 필 힘조차 없나요.
Damn.
하지만 우린 알아요. 잠시만 울게요. 빗물에 기대어 우리의 슬픈 눈물을 그대가 보지 못하게. 우리 이젠 안녕. 이제 그만 다 그칠까. 이 빗물도 내 눈물도 비에 젖어 추위에 떨고 싶지 않아요. 정말 언젠가 너무 차디찼던 빗물이 따뜻한
Damn.
눈물이 흘러내리겠죠. 괜찮아요. 금방 지나갈 소나기죠.
That was beautiful. I definitely wish they got to be a group a little bit longer. Like especially with how successful they got a bunch of wins, as well as we saw in the clips, but also it was mentioned in the in my reactions to Produce 101 on Patreon. Um, they were very, very successful. Got a lot of notoriety and fame and wins and everything else. Definitely kind of wish that this was more than just a year project, even though it ended up not being necessarily a year, but a lot less. So that's even more bittersweet. And like the song, like again, like it's so different from everything else, and you know that these girls are capable of a ballad like this. The emotions, the heartwarming vocals are just incredible, and it sounded like a total OST. It sounded like something from Hotel de Luna, where it's okay to not be okay, or something along those lines. It was beautiful. It was so symbolic, in terms of like their journey on Produce 101, but also their journey together as a group. The wins, knowing that these wins are basically kind of like they're going to live forever, but they are also temporary because this group is temporary, and we always have like this deadline that, once the year ends, we're basically done. But we'll cherish those, memories together, and, the rain representing, tears and sadness, and like, um, the lyrics are just really, really beautiful. And I feel like they've done a great job of like creating making Produce 101 truly feel like they had an amazing camaraderie, that they became truly best friends, and throughout their journey as they were making all these music videos, and going on these shows and performing live and all that kind of stuff, and getting the wins, especially seeing even Kim Sejong like really, crying and getting really, really emotional. Sohei getting emotional as well, like truly getting that win, almost kind of like it solidified, like, yeah, we became a group in the finale, but then that win, it just gives you that extra bit of realism that we are a legitimate group. We just won. We beat other groups. We really made an impact in the industry and whatnot. And it became even more real. So yeah, the lyrics are absolutely beautiful. The emotions and like everything that they've been through on the show, incredible stuff. And like the lyrics now, goodbye, as like goodbye to the members that didn't make it, who we formed beautiful relationships along the way, and now we have to say goodbye to each other. And like the tears in the cold will become the rain in the cold will become warm tears later. Like, always cherish those memories and whatnot. It's just beautiful. It was an absolutely lovely song, full of emotions, and I'm really happy that this is like the final in this lineup, because it just solidified how special I.O.I was, and I just definitely wish that they got to stick around a little bit longer, because they would have made an even greater impact, and I could have only imagined what kind of songs would have came out of their second comeback, or like their first comeback. So yeah, this was absolutely beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, check out the Patreon if you want to see my reactions to Produce 101, as well as plenty of other survivor shows, K-dramas, variety shows, and more. And see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful weekend and be well and safe wherever you are. See you.